Good afternoon. Week 4 already. This is the last week of the online All That You Are course, so this is the last video, and I thought it would be good to finish with self-care and the strength in self-care, because from this moment forward and for all the other courses and learning that you're going to undertake, it's really about building on your knowledge and building up a toolkit of life, I suppose. Skills and knowledge that you can tap into, coping strategies, helpful coping strategies that you can hopefully use and master over time. And it's about realising, as I said, that self-care is a necessity, it's not a luxury, and who you are matters. And in order to thrive, we need to learn to look after ourselves better, to rest and refuel as much as we can, and to realise that just as much as anybody else, we matter too. But just before that, I want to say thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you that has shown up over the last few weeks and participated and shared your wisdom and your experiences, and you know, shown your vulnerability and but equally your courage, your tenacity, your determination, and your wealth of transferable skills and knowledge. It's been really magical to watch, and immeasurable in many ways. And the one thing that I hope from all of this is that you start to value yourselves a bit more, and to realise that who you are matters, and that what's happening for you matters, and what you're thinking and feeling and experiencing matters. And it's really important, as I said, not just to expect things from others, but to start with ourselves. We're the change we've been waiting for. We're the ones that have to actually take that step, and we're the ones that have to stick with it. And like I said, it's about growing through what we've been going through. We can't go around it, we've got to go through it. And going through something like that, there's normally, well, hopefully, if there's growth, you generally come out the other side. You might come out with similar values and similar principles and morals and aspects of who you are, but you will also be about identifying who you are. What makes you happy? What do you like to do? All of those aspects, there's so much learning. This is just the beginning. This is hopefully setting stronger foundations to take you forward. And the strengths, the self-care part, can really be anything from, because there's so many aspects, that could be spiritual, it can be practical, it can be emotional, it can be social, it can be physical. There's so many aspects of self-care, and it's about learning what works for you, because you know yourself better than anybody else, and we can all offer options, but ultimately it's about you finding what works for you. Because that's, I think if you find what works for you, you're more likely to maintain it and sustain it. We'll certainly talk more about the different types of self-care in the Zoom discussion on Friday, but it's really about a starting point of, what about you? What steps can you take to start counting yourself in, to start valuing yourself more, and to start allocating yourself time to stop and refuel, because otherwise we just burn out. And it's really one of the things that I think is a kind of fairly easy place to start, or easier should I say, is to kind of, it's the 30-minute rule. But yours could be the 20-minute rule, the 10-minute rule, 7-minute rule. It really, like I said, it's about what works for you. But basically it's saying that there's 1,440 minutes in a day. And all that I'm asking is for you to take 30 of them. 30. That's all, 30 out of the 1,440. To start looking after you. To take 30 minutes, it could be going for a walk, it could be listening to music, it could be going to the gym, it could be reading a book, it could be doing mindfulness meditation, a number of things. It could be making a phone call to a friend, it could be reaching out to a helpline. There's so many, there's endless numbers of ways of caring and looking after yourself. It can be learning to say no. One of the biggest things I had to do was to learn to say no, but not to feel guilty about it. Do I get it right all of the time? Absolutely not. There's still days where I'm like, no problem, and then how am I going to manage all this? But I'm better and I'm more aware of it. And like I said, practice makes possibilities. And I think one of the greatest strengths we can have is to be more self-aware and to get to know ourselves better. So self-care, like I said, it's not just about things. It's about us getting to know ourselves a bit better, to know what works for us. So that's really what self-care, the strength in self-care, I believe anyway, starts with: who am I? What actually makes me feel good? What do I even like to do? Does this work for me? Yeah, everybody else said that. Will I go to that group? Do I even like yoga? Do I like the gym? Do I like peace and quiet? What makes you feel good? It's about taking time to reflect on things and to consider what makes you feel good. But like I said, we'll discuss more about it in the Zoom discussion on Friday, and share your ideas and your suggestions for your peers. And what I wanted to do with is just finish with a wee, it's kind of like a poem, but it's really, it's more like a wish. It's a wish for you. And it's really just, like I said, in days that maybe aren't so good, I hope you remember how important you are and how much you matter, and that people out there really do care. It's just some of them you might not even have met yet. So my wish for you is for today and the whole day through. And it's: when you're sad, I wish you joy. When you're in darkness, I wish you light. When you feel frightened, I wish you courage. When you're down, I wish you hope. When you feel overwhelmed, I wish you peace. When you feel lost, I wish you strength. But above all, I wish you love, light and happiness, wherever and whenever you can get it. That's me. I'll leave you in peace, and I look forward to the Zoom chat on Friday. Take care, look after yourselves, and remember, you matter always. Bye bye.